that's a half-assed opinion, but I don't mean to come at you strong like that, but how about we'll get you the true vision of what he'll look like. Now we have a depiction. We're not saying that is who he is. Somebody grab that sign. But this depiction is showing you the truth of the matter. Now, if you wanted to know who Jesus Christ or what he looked like, where would you go to find out? Through the Bible, right? And that would have the blueprint and the beginning of somewhere for you to go, right? Right? So let's get it.
All right, okay.
You got Revelation 1, go ahead.
Okay, this is Revelation 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
So it's describing his attire. Start over on that part again.
And girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
That's right. That's a golden girdle right there. A golden girdle. That's how we dressed in that particular time. So go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now who has hair like wool? What people on the earth have hair like wool?
I guess you could say y'all.
Like us. You don't have to guess. You can say it or not say it. Is it like us or is it not like us?
I have hair like that too.
You have hair like wool. Your hair is a little bit straighter than wool. So as a matter of fact, I can take a comb and just run it through your hair. Is that true?
Yeah.
Now, with this brother right here.
Brother can't go through this shit.
I laugh because we always joke with the brother about the afro. But it's beautiful that he was able to be used as an example for righteousness. Can you honestly take a comb and run it through that brother's hair? And if a sheep was to walk by here, you can't take a comb and run it through the sheep's hair. You're going to be pulling that sheep all over the place.
What,
right?
Yeah, I'm just wondering though, but like what's what makes y'all want to care about what he exactly looked like though?
Because that's for truth's sake.
Okay.
We don't believe in lies, we believe in the truth.
Because if you control what somebody see, you control what they believe.
Exactly.
If I come and say you that, hey, your people aren't Mexicans, I'm real Mexican. The people that I brought over here from Africa, that's real Mexican. Your descendants are goose.
That's right.
You like, no, man, that's not true. Well, no, actually, they look like me. You'd be upset, wouldn't you? You say, hey, no, that's not true. That's a lie.
You will be upset for the simple fact that it's not true.
That's right.
We're fighting for the truth.
Also, it's fixed prophecy, man.
And that truth is in the Bible. But let me ask you this. Why is it being pushed all over the world that that who you call Jesus Christ looks like him? But clearly in the Bible, it talks about it. Go ahead and finish that up, brother.
Okay, this is Revelation 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Like wool. And the so-called black man is the people on the earth and those that are mingled with his seed that have that hair like wool. Go ahead.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
That's right. His eyes were red. Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Like unto fine brass. Now you have brass. We have a key right here.
That's right. It's brass.
That's the color of brass, right? You agree with that?
Yep.
It's kind of a dark color, right? Yep. It's almost about like your complexion, right? And you said a Middle Eastern person. You kind of have the complexion of a Middle Eastern person,
Yep.
right? But finish up what you got right there.
And his feet like unto fine brass. As if they burned
As
in a
if
furnace.
it was burned, I didn't mean to cut the scripture off.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if it was burned in a furnace. So if I took you and burned you in a furnace, you would be the color of that man standing behind you. Right? And you ask, why does it matter? Why do we fight for it? Because that's truth's sake. Who you call Jesus Christ died for the people on this side. But somebody's speaking about him according to a lie. But we not about that lie. We about the truth.
That's right.
Right? You understand that? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Thank you.
God, you don't have to leave. You can stand and listen. It's going to be more coming out. Okay. But just to answer that portion of what you had, that's what it was.
Somebody get John 7 and 38 real quick.
Get that. Yeah.
Just you can go ahead after this. This one more that you need to hear before you leave.
Yeah.
Because if you try to say George Washington was a so-called black man, so-called white man will go insane, man. But the most important man on the planet Earth that ever walked the planet Earth just happened to be a so-called black man according to the scriptures and according to actual facts. And people get a problem with it when you tell them, man. But when he was a white man, it was all good. Nobody had nothing to say, man.
That's right. Because that person right there is an actual person, that image, which is Caesar Borgia. And this dude was into all types of madness, man. Which is and if this person is a chosen person, then that negates this truth right here, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
I just want to say, speaking on Cesare Borgia, there's not only there's a show on Stars or Showtime talking about the Borgia family, but if you play a game called Assassin's Creed, they talk about the Borgia family and just how there's a guy that's an assassin. His name is Ezio, and he's dead set determined on taking down the Borgia family, man. Because he knows how despicable this family is, man. This family is known as like the biggest crime family in the history of the planet, man. And they set that image up to be of the most righteous people on the planet Earth. That's wicked, man.
Can I ask you a question? Do you know what happened in Cyprus? The country of Cyprus with the bank accounts where they took their money out of their bank accounts?
Cyprus is an island off the coast of Italy.
Greece, it's between Greece and Italy. You know what happened with that? Basically, they came in and they just took their bank accounts because of a thing called fractional reserve banking. This family right here is the one that set that up all over the world. Okay? What they would do is they would pit different countries against each other. Cesare's father, he pit Rodrigo Borgia. He pit different fiefdoms. That's the best, like fiefdoms is probably the best way to describe it, against each other. And then when they would want to get loans to build up their armies, okay, he would buy up all of the things that they needed, pennies on the dollar. That setup was called fractional reserve banking. And that's coming here to the United States. In fact, it's already here in the United States. That's what the Federal Reserve is. Okay? So when they push this on our people, okay, when they push this image, this wicked image on our people, it's not just a matter of, economics or politics. It's totally to destroy you as a person, man. Okay?
People on that side right there. This is our people.
And that's why it matters, for truth's sake.
This is 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law,
That's right.
wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
That's what they did, man. He went to the book and he painted himself into the likeness of the Most High, man. You see that time and time again. It's not a new thing he's done. He does that to every culture that he encounters, man. And totally invested with his philosophy, his images, all right? And justifies everything you do. Right. When he say, you know what, I was the original people here, not you guys.
Well,
You're the thieves.
Edom Ricard talked about that last week because the so-called white man doesn't have an authentic culture, man. He was just a vagabond on the earth, wandering about in the cliffs of the rock, in the woods. So when he went down and took down a nation here and there, he took on that culture and made it seem like he's the creator of that culture. Okay?
The first thing he would do, he would go and take down the gods. The gods of that land, he'll go and take that down, and then he'll implant his images, man. Like they're the native people, man.
They're the Egyptians,
They're everybody, man. Which proves that this white man is the devil. And it's prophesied that the Most High was going to allow that to happen. Somebody give me Job 9 and 24. That was prophesied that was going to happen for a reason, man.
That's right.
When people think of a sword, they think, okay, yeah, you know, it cuts down things of that nature. But the Esau's sword, when he was given that blessing, man, comes his rulership, man. And a part of rulership is basically putting everybody under subjection, man, under what you believe is right, what you deem is right, man. And that's what the white man did. And that's what he's still trying to do, man.
Wickedness.
That's right. Go ahead, brother.
Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. All right, and we know through process of elimination who the wicked is. Because for y'all who don't know, we'll go ahead and say it's the so-called white man.
That's right.
Which is Esau. Okay? Go ahead.
And if you don't know, the so-called white man is the wicked of the earth right now. Where you been at?
Yeah.
You been under a rock somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If you been on the rock, you know something's going on.
Yeah.
He pollutes the ground. He's like, hold on, what the? Somebody fucking up on the rock. Who is this? You come over your rock, you see a white man just spraying shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's right.
That's right. Go ahead.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
That's right, man.
If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is he, man? Now every time we bring that out, we always go through this process of elimination through all the nations. We don't have to do that. Come on, man. Get out your, come on. Really? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
He's done what the devil would do perfectly, man. All right? But ultimately, he was set up by the Most High. Okay? Somebody give me Habakkuk start at 2. Yeah, you got that? Come on with it. Let's start at 5. Hey, start where you think, brother. How about that?
Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Right. His soul which is lifted up in him is not right. The white man wants to control every aspect of your life, man, including your soul, man. That's why he had these programs are the MK Ultra, where he basically going into depth on how he could control you. All right, mind control. Through TV, through music. All right, all types of madness, man. That this white man is into stuff that we don't even know about, man. You know, stuff that we can't even fathom, man. The food that we eat. Everything, man. More than likely, that has some things in there, some substance that we don't know about that makes us prone to be more sexually active. Fuck our hormones. Yeah, like the brother saying, mess our hormones up. All right. We having all these crazy thoughts. You don't understand why, man? Because this white man in all aspects of life is tearing us up, man. The only thing that's keeping us sane is these scriptures, man. Because if we ain't had this, we'd be bugged out. The water you out.
That's right.
But let me say this. But 2/3 of you people, of you Israelites, you niggas would love to have it so. And you immerse yourselves in wickedness. And you don't ask yourselves the questions that the Lord put the Spirit on us to ask ourselves. Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but you know what though? Guess who you can blame that on? That motherfucking me white man.
That's right.
That's the motherfucking me white man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro. Let's get the script.
But the just shall live by his faith. They also, because he transgresseth by wine.
That's right, because he transgressed by wine. That philosophy, man. Guess what? This man's gonna be prideful, man. Okay? Go ahead, brother. Somebody give me.
He is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
That's right. He enlarged his desire as hell, man.
That's why he wants to go into Syria.
Yeah, the grave. He can't have enough, man. Everybody's gonna go to the grave, man. That means his desire is infinite.
That's right. You got the word.
All right. This white man, he believes that he's God. You know, we just did a sit down, I believe 2 weeks ago. The definition of somebody who believed they was the God complex is somebody, even though numerous times and numerous examples of them being wrong, okay, they can't see it. They say their opinion they deem their opinion as what is right, and that's it, and that's all, man. After even though numerous cases have proven, if you go here, this is not going to be conducive to what you got going on, man.
That's right.
But they can't stop. You know? Go ahead, brother.
No, you're right. I just wanted to make a point because the brother had mentioned John Kerry. Now, John Kerry had that crazy demonic look in his face.
Yep.
And he said, if we don't do something in Syria, all of you gonna be responsible for children. And no, we not, motherfucker. You are, okay?
Yeah.
You goddamn devils are. All right? We ain't got nothing to do with that, okay?
Yeah, man. And how the hell you gonna tell Syria?
That's how Esau do. He like to pass the buck.
Yeah, man.
He always like to pass the buck, man.
Yeah,
like it's
man.
not him doing the shit, man.
Maybe solely accountable, man.
Yeah, who the hell are you to tell somebody they're wrong, man? How they conduct their country, man? Yeah, you did all these atrocities over here in America, man. You decimated the so-called Native Americans. I'll never forget the statistic. I read it somewhere. It said 98% of the so-called Native Americans were destroyed, man, by this white man.
Right.
But you worried about a fake-ass civil war over there in the Middle East? Who gives a fuck, man? Let them Arabs tear each other up. They've been doing it for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Who you think you gonna go over there and change their mind? They wild men. They're probably decided to do so, man. But we know that's not, that's not your motive. You want that land, and that gas ultimately. Yeah, the oil. That's what you're for. But you know what? For argument's sake, man, who the fuck are you, man? And then you go over to Syria in I believe it was 60s, and set up it was in 50s and 60s and orchestrated a coup, funded a coup over there, man, and sent a puppet up there. So why the hell to say listen to you, man? So you can dictate, you can perpetuate your lies in that region. Why the fuck should they listen to you, man?
But that's textbook white man, motive. That's textbook white man agenda.
There you go. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath.
That's right.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's right, man. His time is little, so man, he getting desperate. He's doing anything he can, man, because he know his economy is crashing. So he's doing anything in his power, man, to basically hold up a lot.
That's right.
You should have never got rid of the gold, you big dummy.
I got what I'm saying.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm saying this too, and you read that scripture, and you pay attention to the signs of going on with the wars and different things and positionings of weapons and et cetera, you realize that these crackers, more and more when you watch, these other nations and people are catching on to what they're doing.
They're just catching on that.
More and more as these years, we say this could be the year. There you go, Bob. We say this could be the year because we know it's close.
Man.
But the past years up to now, more and more, everybody knowing what's going on and what they're doing, and that's why the whole UN thing, the G20 summit, they're looking all dumb because people are going against them, but they know they got to make that move anyway.
Yep.
And let me add
and all
this.
these. Go ahead, brother.
Vladimir Putin didn't even want to come to the last G20. He was just like, man, I already know.
Right.
Well, it was in Russia actually.
Well, yeah, it was in Russia.
Yeah, it was in Russia. Yeah, but
yeah, the point I'm making is that when that scripture you read, them coming out with great wrath and knowing they got a short time is people the masses waking up, and the other countries gearing up to like, look, motherfucker, you come around this motherfucker this time with that same bullshit. We gonna shoot missiles this time.
Yep.
Because look up that video. I don't know if your brother seen it on McCain. It's a video of McCain. It's like 3 minutes. Basically, the reporter, this guy, he asked McCain, what do you think is gonna happen if you bomb Syria? About Russia's response, about China's response, and Iran's response. This motherfucker gonna say, well, look, I'm not worried at all about their response. He said, look, Israel has bombed them this year? That target. They keep saying they're going to retaliate. They haven't done anything. So I'm not really worried about the response. America is the biggest, best country in the world. This nigga said that so, but you can see it in the spirit that he sees down ball, man.
If somebody got that in second address 8 and 50, that's gonna go in perfect what the brother said, man. Go ahead,
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
That's right, man. That's America right there, man. Because you walked in great pride, man. There's gonna be great miseries that's gonna come to you. Particularly you so-called white people, man.
Right.
Because you lobsters are the worst people I ever met in my life, man.
That's right.
You're the most prideful, despicable, ugliest people I've ever met in my life, man.
Yep.
And the Most High is gonna deal with you, man. Because you done nothing but perpetuate lies, man, and set your image up as the beacon of light.
Right.
So if you wanna be right, all you have to do is follow the so-called white man. But you have done nothing but perpetuate nothing but lies, man. And iniquity throughout all these nations, man. And if I can say this, man, real briefly, man, and you white women, y'all ain't exempt either, man.
That's right.
Because you had this so-called feminist movement going on, for lack of better term, your foremothers, all them was into eugenics, man. All of them went into eugenics, man, and classism, all right? And they perpetuated that. They were racist, man, and they let it be known they were racist. Now, in the 1970s, I'm gonna finish this right quick. In the 1970s, when y'all had all these rallies together and had meetings, y'all wouldn't let Judah in there, man, or Iskar in there. Y'all blatantly racist, man. Really, you just got tired of the male species kicking your ass, man. So you wanted a piece of the pie. This like I forget her name, the woman that was fighting for suffrage, women's suffrage. She said, Susan B. She said, hey man, you letting these Negroes vote. I mean, you letting them vote. What about us? Ain't we better than a Negro? That was her argument.
Susan B.
Same with the chick that started Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, man. Went to all these.
She called you niggas weeds, man.
Yeah.
So it's no wonder why Planned Parenthood is pretty much only in the hood, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
We had Planned Parenthood in my high school.
That's crazy. Same here, bro.
My high school.
Yeah, man, you don't see no billboard of a motherfucker in Frisco talking about pregnant. What should you do? No, nigga, that's in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
That's in South Dallas. That's Stop 6. That's in Austin. Irving. Okay? Because they want you niggas to die, man.
That's right.
So your whole nation's gonna be destroyed, man. And a handful of you eat-eaters are gonna be saved, man. Via that bed.
Right.
Rest of y'all gonna be stomping grapes, man.
Yep.
You better not come in there with no grass on your feet, bitch. Just go back to where we're going to, man.
Verse 51. But understand thou for thyself.
That's right.
And seek
so
out.
You see all these things going on. What the scriptures say, understand for yourself, man. Understand the pridefulness of the so-called white man. And what's gonna happen to him. Okay? Understand these scriptures, you hear me? Because the Most High set this white man up just to be that prideful, man.
That's right, brother.
You know? Harden his heart. Somebody give me Proverbs 16:4. That's pretty much it on that. Go back to what you said, brother. Yeah, let's go back to the top.
This is Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Who they talking about right there, man? All these, they talking about them other nations, man. These other nations tired of you, man.
That's right.
Because they bought into the so-called American dream, man. And it ended up being a nightmare.
That's right, brother.
They went to your stupid ass colleges, man. They got the debt. They took on your philosophy of homosexuality and do what you feel.
Yeah.
All right, obey your thirst.
Yeah.
They bought into all that, man. Now they're looking at their countries like, man, our kids are fatter and dumber than that ever.
Yep.
They're fed up. These people are tired of the white man, and rightfully so.
That's right, brother.
Because you've done nothing but perpetuate iniquity throughout the earth, man. Go ahead, brother.
Micah chapter 2, verse 4. In that day,
That's right.
one shall one take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation.
That's right, man. They gonna take a parable against you and lament the fact that they allowed you to come in their country, man. Years ago, man, you had the Chinese culture, man, and they as soon as the white man touched down, he started doing all this, started perpetuating so-called Christianity, starting all these skirmishes, man. And the Chinese said, man, get your ass out of here, man. And then they was deemed the term isolationists. They weren't isolationists. They didn't want you to come and fuck up their land. Like you're doing now.
Right.
Go ahead.
And say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people.
That's right. He had changed the portion of my people, man. Our people are all tore up now. Fucking with you, man.
Women out of order.
That's right, man. Women out of order.
Kids
all
out of
types
order.
of shit, man. All types of shit this man done did, man.
That's right.
There's so much stuff that we could go into, man. You know, ultimately we don't care about these other nations. You know, at the end of the day, F them. But right is right, man.
Yeah. Going to India and building McDonald's.
Yeah, what type of shit is that, man?
Even in our kingdom, the other nations are going to get a fair shake, so to speak. After it's all said and done, when the kingdom comes, they're going to get a fair shake in the sense that, you know, we're going to let them practice their culture as long as they're not breaking the laws of the Heavenly Father. But you goddamn white people, man, you motherfuckers are evil, man.
Right,
like
man.
the brother just mentioned, they put McDonald's in India. Them Indian people worship the cow. It's called the sacred cow. Now it's based off of bullshit, but the point of the fucking demon. The point of the matter is that you knew that that's something that they're into.
That's right.
You knew that that's something that they're into, and you knew that that's something that's a culture breaker. That's right. All right? Yeah, we're all right. Man, get up. Are you all right, motherfucker? We ain't playing with you. See, you white people are evil, man.
That's
you
right.
proud. See, and that's a perfect example.
That's right.
That's a perfect example. Ain't no reason for him to be a demon right now. Obviously, we're gonna protect our own, man. Fucking evil demon, man. And then Color Me Bad walks by and shit. he wanna sex you up.
He got the first.
This society is done, man. And it's all because you white people are evil. You're evil. You Edomites are evil.
That's right. Somebody give me Proverbs 16. Come on with it. Come on with it.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
That's right, man. So the Most High allow you to do all these things, man. This should destroy you, man.
That's real, brother.
You know? This is a movie to the Most High. Your pride has deceived you, man. You know? You don't think that the Most High got his hand in everything, man? You don't think the Most High's letting you do everything? This should tear you down, man? Right. Well, if you don't know, now you know. Let's get back to that, man. We're gonna finish that. That's important.
Yeah, that's gonna make a lot of other stuff coming out there. Done with that?
Well, you can go to the verse about the proud. Go ahead. Verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord.
Hey, man. I'm glad you brought that out. Everyone that's proud in their heart is an abomination to the Most High, man. Filthy act. And that's you white people, man. That's you white people, man. You go everywhere and just destroy everything, man.
That's right.
You fucking cancer, man.
That's right.
What do you do with a cancer, man? You cut it off.
Out the body, man.
This world's not gonna be able to survive 50 more years of the white man, man. And we damn sure the life expectancy is gonna start going down each year, man.
Right.
Because this white man is a devil. He is set on killing everybody and everything, man. Even himself.
Even himself, did you?
Yeah, I just want to say something. When the brother had read Revelation earlier, that Esau know he got a short time, so he's doing things faster and faster. But it's all through the Spirit of the Most High, because the Scriptures say that the Most High gonna shorten the time for the elect's sake.
That's right.
You know, because man, if we was here like the brother going into another 20, 50 years, man, it'd just be straight death, man.
All this gonna be gone. Nigga gonna be fat.
Everybody will just be in a degenerate condition, man.
That's right. Wild the fuck out, man. That's right. Go ahead, brother.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
That's right. You seen that now, man.
That's right.
Iran's like, hey, man, go ahead and do that. I got something for you for your little embassy in Iraq.
Yeah.
China like, okay, we done told you. Russia, same thing.
Yeah. They all on the same page.
Israel. So like Israel. Well, they say they're gonna take the embassy in Iraq too. Yeah. So
that's right.
Go ahead. Yeah, man, all these nations are coming up against you, man. 20 years ago, that would never happen, man. That would have never happened.
Right.
All right. And that's really because of your pride, man. You done exhausted your army. You done exhausted your army, man. So now you're vulnerable, just like you did in Rome. Okay, just like you did with just like you did Greece. You hear me?
Antiochus.
Go ahead,
In a taunting proverb against him, say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
That's right, man. They gonna take up a proverb against you and they gonna say, woe to you who increases that is not yours, man. Basically saying, man, you done did all these things, man. This ain't your land. This ain't your land, man. This ain't your stuff. These ain't your materials, man. This ain't your oil. People are waking up, man. These nations are waking up, man.
Hey, Adam, what the brother said, how long do you expect these other nations to sit by? First of all the nations sat by when you attacked Iraq. Afghanistan, all the nations sat by. All right?
Let me say something about that too. 1 second, just give me 1 second. Increasing that which is not yours. Now, he mentioned the oil. Now, they have all these arguments and debates about whether or not they should be tapping that oil in Alaska. Them reserves in Alaska and off the coast of the Gulf of Mexico and shit. But instead, they always say no.
Right.
So instead, they're like, okay, we just gonna go take your shit.
Yeah. And just hoarding all they shit.
Wicked, man.
That's right, man.
What I'm saying is that they sit back. While you attack Iraq, they sit back. Russian. You attack Afghanistan, they sit back. You attack the Libya. I was hoping in the Libya shit, y'all jumped up in the game. Y'all sit back. But think about it. Their main goal is the main big dog Iran in the circle in Russia. So if they sit back and let you take Syria and sit back and let you take Iran, well, guess what? You just gonna take over everybody. So at some point, they're gonna make their move because they're gonna have no choice to.
That's right, man. And eventually, these people are gonna catch on to you, man.
Right,
because that situation in Libya, you gave the so-called rebels guns, man. The same thing you're doing in Syria now, man. So it's gonna get to
Syria.
Yeah. So it's gonna get to the point. It's gonna get to the point now where the other nations gonna be like, hey, man, you gonna stop giving these people guns, man, and causing all this division. You know?
Talking about no troops on the ground.
That's right, man. You people on the ground. Man, the white man is finished, man.
Yeah.
We can preach on that all day, man, and say that 1,000,000 times, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 7, verse 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head.
That's right. Your mischief gonna return upon your own head, man. All the stuff you have laid up for other people, man, it's gonna happen to you. All right? Go ahead, brother.
And his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate.
That's right, man. All that violence you done perpetuated throughout the earth, guess what? It's coming for you, man.
That's right.
It's coming for you, man.
Yep.
These nations are mad, man. Everybody want to say, don't forget about 9/11, but they ain't talking about when they went over there to the Middle East and slaughtered tens of thousands of people, man.
That's right.
Shoot, that's an understatement. It really 100,000 people have been destroyed out there, man. You don't think the people tired of that shit? The people tired of that, man. They should be. Because you're a liar, man. You think that you do all this stuff and you deem yourself as righteous, man.
Hold yourself
themselves, not gifts.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled.
That's right, man. These other people ain't did nothing that dire to you, so you go there and decimate all those people, man. Nobody fuck with the white man like that, man. He just does all the shit because he can.
He's not in trouble like other men.
Do so. He does that because he wants to, man. Because he's a damn devil. Doing all types of shit, man.
If I could add on to what the brother's saying, some of his wicked dealings is now he's got this thing, excuse me, my voice going on a little bit, he's trying to predicate this whole Syrian war on chemical weapons.
Right.
And the fact that the Syrian government used chemical weapons on the Syrian people. But in fact, there's all kinds of articles coming out that it was the exact opposite.
Right.
It was the Syrian insurgents that were using the chemical weapons on the Syrian people. And that there's articles on that I believe some of the brothers may have, but the point that stuck out to me the most was, well, wait a minute. If you want to go to war because of chemical weapons, then how come this is the first time you've done it? As a matter of fact, this country has been accused of using chemical weapons on its own people. Yeah. So I went and found an article that's talking about, it's from a policy mic. It's 10, I got it. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. The title is 10 Chemical Weapons Attacks Washington Doesn't Want You to Talk About. Right?
Right.
Now, number one, the U.S. military dumped 20 million gallons of chemicals on Vietnam from 62 to 71. And if you remember, it's called Agent Orange. Agent Orange.
Yep. And people are still suffering from that to this day, man.
That's right.
And then they get chased because if you could prove that you was if you could prove that you came in contact with it, you can get a check.
And let me say this before you finish up with that article. Prior to Desert Storm, at least in formality, you couldn't use what's called the DU, or depleted uranium. And during Desert Storm, that first Iraq war, they said, fuck it, man. And they started using depleted uranium.
That is within this article.
That's in that article too? Okay, well, hey, we'll get into it, because
go ahead, bro.
It was, when you ignited, the mist goes into your lungs and all into your cells, man. And so those soldiers are coming home with what they call Gulf War syndrome, man. You can look it up, man.
Yep.
And it's fucking people up, man, because it's heavy metals that pass through the blood-brain barrier, or the blood barrier of your brain. Okay. It breaks down. That's what it does. It shows up kind of like Parkinson.
Yep.
You know.
Exactly. It's just constant metals and other foreign objects flowing through your nervous system and flowing through your whole body.
Yep.
So of course it's gonna start breaking
free
you down.
radicals.
Free radicals, like the brother said.
That don't make no damn sense.
Number two, Israel attacked Palestinian civilians with white phosphorus between 2008 and 2009.
Yeah,
right?
man. Now, if America is deemed as the least of the world, man, why ain't say nothing to Israel, man?
Exactly. I'll read a little bit of it and I'll let you go into it.
Go ahead.
In 2009, multiple human rights groups, including Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, and International Red Cross, reported that the Israeli government was attacking civilians in their own country with chemical weapons. Now, this is obviously this is like an article that everybody could read.
Right.
And it happened in 2009, so everybody knew about it, including the U.S. government. So why weren't they outraged at that point? And why didn't they want to bomb the Israeli government? Why isn't Jerusalem wiped off the map, as Esau likes to say?
Yeah, why aren't you sending those people that they bombed weapons so they can fight against the government, man? You know, if you're just for righteousness, man, and doing the right thing.
But you know why? They are sending them weapons. You talking about in Syria?
No. I was talking about the example.
Oh, okay. Because in Syria they are sending them weapons.
They sure are.
And them the people, the very people that they said we should blame, that we quote unquote fighting the war on terror against, man.
All the time. Yeah, man. You know, that's madness, man. That's straight madness. And nobody says anything about it.
Right. White man's a terrorist.
He's a damn terrorist, man.
The main
Hey, but he gonna meet up with the king of terrorists, man. He gonna meet up with the king terrorists, man. The Most High gonna terrorize you fucking faggots, man.
That's right.
And you centurions, man.
That's right. Number 3, Washington attacked Iraqi civilians with white phosphorus in 2004. I'm going to read a little bit of this portion. In 2004, journalists embedded with the U.S. military in Iraq began reporting the use of white phosphorus in Fallujah against Iraqi insurgents.
That's right.
First, the military lied and said that it was only using white phosphorus to create smoke screens or illuminate targets.
Okay, that's a bunch of bullshit.
That's right.
Even if you did do that, man, people are going to be exposed to it. Why would you use that as a smoke screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Asshole. Go ahead, man.
Then it admitted to using the volatile chemical as an incendiary weapon.
That's right, man.
At the time, Italian television broadcasters, notice how it doesn't say CNN or Fox, Italian television broadcaster RAI aired a documentary entitled Fallujah, The Hidden Massacre, including grim footage and photographs as well as eyewitness interviews with Fallujah residents.
And I saw that footage, man. I saw that footage. It had literally raining phosphorus coming down from the sky, man, bright in the sky. When you light a phosphorus strip, it's real. It's almost as bright as the sun, man.
Damn.
You know. Go ahead, bro.
And U.S. soldiers were feeling how the U.S. government indiscriminately rained white chemical fire down on the Iraqi city and melted women and children to death.
Melted them to death, man. That's a horrible way to die, man. And even if you did die, you got a mother that you gotta bury in her face and fucking melt it off, man.
That's right.
But you deemed as the righteous America. Baby, the Most High is gonna expose you for the devil that you are, and then after that, he's gonna destroy you, man.
Yeah, let me read this real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Job chapter 34. I started 25, but the point is in 30. Therefore he knoweth their works, and he overturneth them in the night, so that they are destroyed. He striketh them as wicked men in the open sight of others, because they turned back from him and would not consider any of his ways.
That's the Most High that's gonna do that. The Most High is gonna turn all that iniquity that you perpetuated right there, he's gonna turn it on you.
Yep.
He's gonna turn it on you, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
So that they cause the cry of the poor to come unto him, and he heareth the cry of the afflicted. When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. That the hypocrite reign not.
That's right, man.
Lest the people be ensnared. So y'all try to make it an individual. No, it's a nation thing, man. The Lord gonna fuck you goddamn white people up, man.
That's right.
He's gonna fuck you Edomites up for all the shit that he's reading about, man.
That's right, man. And to add on to that, you owe those people that land because you promised them that for helping you in the First World War. And they call it the Great War. Because if you remember, you got the guy T.E. Lawrence of Arabia. He was taking the Arabs around and they was defeating the Ottomans. And without the Arabs, they would not have won that war. But then you went behind the Arabs and you had the Sykes and Picot agreement and you had the Balfour agreement.
That's right.
And you divided that whole land up. And that's why they're so mad today.
One of the leaders from Iraq said, "What is Iraq?"
Exactly. One of
the leaders from Iraq, when they finally end up carving up that land and shit, he said, "What is Iraq?"
That's right. So the so-called white man carved these areas out and put whoever he wants in it. Now you got the Arabs warring with other Arabs.
Yeah.
When that whole thing was predicated on a lie. You owe them that land.
That's right.
And I always say, you know how you have peace in the Middle East? And I know that I'm speaking carnally, but if the so-called white man leaves, everything is cool.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's carnal in one aspect, but it's also spiritual, because once the white man leaves, period, you're going to have peace on the earth, because it tells you in Isaiah, neither shall they learn war anymore. The whole reason why there's rampant war all over the place is because this goddamn devil, all he's doing is creating war. And that's spoken of in Genesis chapter 27. That's his gift. His gift is warfare. His gift is the sword. In any shape, form, or fashion, whether it comes in the form of a nuclear weapon, whether it comes in the form of a gun, whether it comes in the form of a vaccine, whether it comes in the form of chemtrails, whether it comes in the form of education, quote unquote education, whether it comes, like the brother said, religion, no matter what the white man presents, it's all about warfare.
It's always a catch with white man. And these other nations trying to figure that out, man. It's always a catch with you goddamn devils, man. So they gonna dispose of you, man. Cause they had they ride on the whore.
So like, hey, actually, those other nations, they already knew. It's just that these devil motherfuckers it's now affecting them. Now they want to speak up. But the devil been fucking us up in front of the world for years, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's Obadiah. Basically, from the time that they went up into space, put them satellites up there and all that, that's pretty much the beginning of the end for the so-called white man. And so now we kind of coming, looks like, to the climax, the culmination of that, of the downfall of the so-called white man. Because like Arianaza said, you did have brothers, I mean not brothers, you did have nations that they knew what the white man is up to. In fact, in China they call them Bagwai, meaning white devil. They call the white man Bagwai, man. It means white devil. Now, the only thing is that they were powerless to do anything. That's where Joel comes into play. Where now, let the weak say, I am strong. You overplayed your hand, you damn demons.
That's right.
You wanted to, because all your thing is about money and taking over countries. So here it is, you giving all these nations nuclear weapons, chemical weapons, chemical gases. That ain't even, that's an oxymoron. Gases. I said, yep. You weaponize, biological weapons. You the one that gave it to their ass. So now they stockpiling. Now you gonna come before the world, act like it now all of a sudden, Yeah. But that's why the scriptures say that it's gonna come back over on your head. Your own instruments of death are gonna come back on your head.
Somebody should get Joel down in the quarterback. Somebody should get that. Let's finish this. I want to speak. Guys,
okay. Number 4. The CIA helped Saddam Hussein massacre Iranians and Kurds with chemical weapons in 1988.
Yeah, man. And then they backed out and said, he did all this to people, we gonna kill him. But they was funding at that time. They were funding Saddam Hussein, man.
That's right. Here's a picture to prove it. Now this is a picture they always show, especially as talking about 9/11. You have that picture with Donald Rumsfeld shaking hands with guess who? Saddam Hussein. I got it right there for you. You don't even have to go look it up. It's right there. They always show this picture. Now you're saying that it's so wrong for the Syrian government to have used, which they really didn't, to have used these chemical weapons, but you gave chemical weapons to Saddam Hussein to use on his own people.
That's right. That's right. And then they backed on and killed them. They hung him on national television.
What happened is he went into what's this nation? Kuwait. He went into Kuwait, and then America they took their hands off. They handed them the key to the car. They handed him the key to the car, and he actually told him he was going into Kuwait over border disputes and all of this other stuff.
It was valid that he did go into Kuwait, because if you're gonna call it, if you're gonna give Iraq that portion, then you can't just cut off that tip and then give all those people in Kuwait all that power, but then leave this portion of the people with some menial
which
power.
was cutting it off for thousands of years. You talking about millennia? We ain't talking about. We ain't talking about they just gained power of the region for 5 years. These people been living there, for centuries. Let me read this real quick before you. This is Joel chapter 3, I'll start at verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wait.
Gentiles is from other nations, not
in this
context, not the people who were scattered, our people who were scattered around the world.
That's right, good edification.
No, it's just talking about the Gentiles and the other nations.
The other nations. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears, let the weak say I am strong.
That's right, all them nations that were once weak, them say I'm strong now, man. Alright? Because they're fed up, they understand that, man, America is exhausted itself, man.
And this Syria situation is showing the leverage that America has lost, man.
That's right.
It's showing all the leverage that they've lost, because even over there in the French Parliament, in the British Parliament, they shot down any particular action to go into Syria, because they scared. They know, man, if we do something,
gonna be on.
And what's the name? Russia got several flotillas out there to observe the action in Syria.
That's right.
It says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
That's right, gather yourself together, man. So now you see all these nations, all the other nations get together, man.
Man, they stopped putting
car wraps.
Stopped putting diamonds on medallions a long time ago, man. That look like an old master piece. Let me finish this and you go back to that. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, the mighty ones being the military.
That's right.
O Lord, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shabbat.
That's right. And that's
in the Middle East.
That's their region.
That's right.
We should have a map. Y'all brothers, make sure y'all bring the map. That's exactly what it is.
What's that, brother?
It says, brother, you behind the camera, right? It's all right. They heard what he said. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. That's the point I wanted to get to. For the wickedness is great. And that's why the Lord is coming down.
Right, man. All that iniquity that you've done, man. The Most High is going to judge you by that, man. It's plain and simple. You're not going to get away, man. You're not going to get away.
Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled.
Woe to who spoils that spoiled. Now that's America, man. Because America goes to all the other countries and deem what's and so-called deem what's right, and set up coups, give all these so-called rebels guns, things of that nature, man. It causes confusion. Go ahead, brother.
And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
That's right, man. You deal treacherously, man. Make all these treaties and things of that nature, break them.
That's right. They helped you. Those Arabs helped you in World War I. They helped you defeat the Ottomans. But all the whole while you're thinking of a scheme and a plot to get what you want, without repaying those people, without giving them what you promised to give them.
Right. No. I'm sorry. That's my point. Then Saddam Hussein help you get leverage on Russia, man? When they were trying to take that region over? Didn't you fund them, give them money and fund them? So they can fight off your enemy in the Cold War? Then what do you go around and kill the man on national television, man? That's dishonorable.
But it might not have even been him. Because they sanctioned Saddam had several different he had several different
he had like 12
doubles. He had like 12, something crazy like that. So they might have Saddam sitting up, drinking blood somewhere.
Or Saddam is owner of the Falcons or some shit like that.
They probably changed him to Obama.
I mean, they might have changed to Obama. Now, it might have been Saddam, but that dude had hella doubles, man.
That's right.
But shit, what about the devil, man?
Oh, like Osama. Now, they came out with that video to scare everybody. Osama, first of all, he never wore any jewelry. like the second to last video he came out with, he had a wedding ring on, and he was writing with his right hand, but he's left-handed. His face was all fat, didn't even look like him. I mean, you white people are, you're the devil, man.
That's right, man. That's right. Straight devil. That's what it is.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
That's right. So when you finally say, you know what, we're gonna cool off, we're gonna focus on the economy, we're gonna focus on the promise of America infrastructure. All right, getting these younger niggas to start getting jobs, stop the violence in Chicago. Guess what? You're gonna be spoiled, man. Go ahead.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
They gonna deal treacherously with you, man. Because these people ain't forget what you done, man. You know, you're not gonna be able to dictate their history anymore, man. Like you done for us, man. These people ain't forget. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain.
That's right,
said
man.
the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth.
That's right. That's the so-called white man. Right. He's against that, man. You know, destroying every goddamn thing for no reason, man. You're such a powerhouse, man. Just because who you are, people are gonna want to deal with you, man. You don't have to just deal treacherously like that, man. There's no point.
He's changed. That's why I said the souls of men. He's changed the whole vibration of the earth, man, to where people now think it's cool to be gay.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's the new thing, man. Everywhere you look, man, even on a commercial, if a nigga is serving coffee, the nigga serving coffee is gay. Everybody's gay, man. Every goddamn, the cartoon characters are gay. Every goddamn body. Everything is that's talking about the souls of men. This man is destroying every goddamn thing, man. Nothing's good here, man.
That's right, man.
This place gotta fucking go,
and
man.
this to digress a little bit, you know, that gay shit. Just like what Yashua would say, what's so vigilant about coming out that you gay, bro? What's so cool and so mighty about letting another nigga touch you, man? Come on, man.
It's not.
That's stupid. Why would you do that? This is what even as a kid, this is what I always thought, man. As elementary as it is, why would I do that when I could do that 10 times more with a woman?
And nobody says nothing to me about it.
Nobody's gonna look at me crazy. Why don't you just go get a female, man? Any type of woman that you want, you can get, man. You want a masculine bitch, you can get you one, man. Skinny, fat.
You know what would happen if all the heterosexuals on planet Earth had straight Pride Day?
It'd be uproar.
Do you know what would happen to us, man?
Backlash.
If we had walked down the street and we straight. We straight. We straight.
Yo, I love big titties. I love titties.
You can't hate the street.
I love pussy. Hold up, side. I love pussy. Man, they'll come down so hard on us, man.
A millionaire. Here it is. This man, Kobe Bryant, got millions of dollars. He can't even get no more pussy.
Yeah, man.
Outside of the woman he with, but his man can go marry another man.
Yeah, man. Tiger Woods, man. You would thought that nigga committed a crime.
Yeah, if I was him, man.
You would thought he strangled a white girl, man. How they was demonizing that dude.
Now, one thing I will say about Mayweather, when he had that all access, or it might have been 24/7, I can't remember, but he said, you don't drive every car. He said, if I got the money to pay for it, nigga, I fucking did it.
That's why I said we live in a society where you turn Tiger Woods down for having multiple women, but then you raise up Jason Collins.
Man, and if I can speak on that dude, this dude had a wife, man.
Yeah, she didn't know.
And I'm pretty sure, you know, Jay Freaky, he gonna probably fucking other niggas, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So what the fuck? This dude is right?
Yeah.
This nigga over here on lunch break blowing another dude right and coming on to his wife, man.
Yeah, and to tie it back into the whole war and everything that's going on, you spread that all over the earth, man.
Right.
You spread it. That's like I read in Job where it says to stop his wickedness, man. You spread that vibration all over the earth, man.
Yep. That's why so many people gotta die.
That's right, man. So now to where these people are catching on, man. And a good example of that, man. Them Arabs, They were killing them emos over there, man. Because they get fed up with this white man. You look like a punk, you gonna die out there.
That's right.
And rightfully so, man. You got something, brother? Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand.
That's right.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
That's right, man. Ultimately, the Most High set you up for the day of the Most High, for the day of Yahweh Shah to come back on the earth, man, and put you people under subjection. Particularly you white people, man.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
White people.
Yeah. You ain't gonna do nothing.
She did the right thing.
She touched.
She's seen TV before. He saw getting his ass drug up in there.
White people get mad when we say white people. You made the term, man. I didn't make it up.
Yeah, you made being a white person a big deal. We didn't make it a big deal. You made being a white boy a big deal. Now you get mad when we say it to your punk ass.
Yeah, because
you're notorious now. Because you're notorious now, man. You're infamous. Okay?
Yep. That's right.
Just like the brother's been going into, man. He could go all night. It's easy work.
Yep.
You know, your crimes have been lifted up to heaven, man.
That's right. That's right.
That ain't even to mention the stuff that we don't know.
Man.
We prophesying in part and got enough to crush
Yahweh Shah knows, though. Yahweh Shah knows, though. That's why the scripture says that vengeance is in his heart, man. The Lord can't wait to come back down and correct this place, man. And get this place set back in order.
24 and 22.
Okay? Who the world calls Jesus Christ can't wait to come back and zip you so-called white people's ass, man.
Right.
Because you set everything out of order, man. You other nations too got to be set in order. Okay?